the white arc of a sulphur.
We have a very big threat over this beautiful land. This was designated an area of outstanding natural beauty in the 1970s. It was called the Heritage Coast. And we believed that we had a role here, a responsibility to save this area, to save it from any sort of damage or destruction. And Norman Scarf has written about it. Kenneth Clark has written about it. They've talked about the precious, fragile shoreline, the coast and the heathlands, the vital wetlands, and they have talked about our responsibility to look after it.
What on earth are we doing trying to deal with what is a terrifically difficult issue with very out-of-date proposals? We have got an alternative which is better than that which is being proposed. What we need to do is to take modern technology, have offshore wind. I mean, why did we have it offshore if we're going to make a mess onshore?
My generation are really concerned about the future and know the action taken now will deeply affect us, not just now, but in years to come. And I don't understand why National Grid are not listening.
Today, the community group Save Minster Marshes stand united with Suffolk Energy Action Solutions. Together, we say no to the devastation here and there, and yes to a smarter, more secure future with Offshore4sure.
We talked a lot about common sense, and it's something that we talked a lot about in the discussions about these projects. It's common sense that energy sources should be closest to where the demand is, that it's common sense that it should be brownfield first, and it's common sense that we should have a strategic plan that brings together and balances all our many and competing national interests.
The marshes that are the backdrop to the presentations today, and as we've heard, have been identified as one of the routes that National Grid are proposing to bring their interconnector cables through. That low-growing green vegetation you can see there is CP, and that vegetation community is internationally important. They've been identified as a tentative World Heritage Site, worthy of UNESCO status.
Hello all, I'm Tom Daly. I'm the Cabinet Member for Energy and Climate Change. And I'm also on East Suffolk Council. We live in such a beautiful area. I'm just looking across the marshes there and that lovely grazing suckler herd at the back there. Our farming, our environment, our community, our economy around tourism and all the rest of it is under threat. We are absolutely opposed to this now. What we need to do is send a clear, united message to Ofgem, the new government, National Grid. This is not a cheap option for you. We are going to never stop talking about the real costs of this.
This angry sonnet rages to be heard. Raw emotion spills through all the tears, invoking passion as each written word demands a voice that speaks for all our fears. What future has our lovely coastal land, racked endlessly by growing industry, despoiled and scarred by greedy human hand, crushing life on grounds which once were free? Corporate power regards us with disdain, the pillage of our wetlands their intent. Their vast machines will desecrate terrain and habitats for wildlife will be rent. Can our county take this degradation? With one voice, we shout our protestation. No!
Haunted. Suffolk skies, I could never be without you, so I won't even try.